One summer moment can change a child's life. Through Toys for Tots Give and Go initiative, your support provides books, games, toys, and outdoor adventures that spark curiosity, creativity, and a love of nature. Whether it's fishing, learning a new sport, reading under a tree, or playing with friends, these moments build confidence and lifelong memories. For too many children, those moments never come. You can help change that this summer. Visit toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots, delivering hope beyond the holidays.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi!
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
John Catsimatidis hosts not one but two amazing shows on this station, 5 o'clock every weekday afternoon with Rita Cosby. That's the Cats and Cosby Show. And, of course, 8 a.m. every Sunday morning, the masterpiece, Cats Round Table. John, let me start again by thanking you for filling in on Friday. You had a cast of thousands, I know, with Fernando and Jake and an old name that, I got to be honest, I got a lot of emails and text messages with mixed reviews about Michael Cohen. But you know what? If they're talking about it, it must be a good thing, yes?
Well, yes, it is. I mean, we had a great show on Friday. We took an hour away from Brian Kilmeade. I mean, we went to 11 o'clock on.
Oh.
We worked for 5 hours on Friday morning, and then did double shift. Came back and did the 5 o'clock hour. But it was a lot of fun. Fernando Mateo represents the 67 million Latinos in America. We got Jake Novak representing the Jewish community. Michael Cohen, we're going to find out who he represents because, he represented President Trump for 10 or 15 years. He spent 15 hours a day with him, and he's got when people say people turncoat and something like that, they don't know the whole story. Wait till he comes out and tells the whole story, and people would understand what the heck happened. And I tell you, it was a beautiful day on Friday. Saturday, we did Saturday morning in the Hamptons. We had our traditional breakfast. We had Judge Garifas speaking about the Constitution, speaking about America. And we all got up and sang God Bless America. And then the oldest parade in the world, I mean, just in the United States, Southampton became an official American territory, or whatever you want to call it, province or whatever, in 1640. That's almost 400 years ago. And the parade they put on Saturday morning, it was the most beautiful parade in the world. They had fire engines from the 18th century, 19th century. They had people dressed in patriotic uniforms. It was just one beautiful day to spend. No place better than Southampton for me to spend on the 4th of July. It was a great thing. And how about you, Sid?
No, well, I did speak to Katie McFarland on Thursday because you guys filled in on Friday, and she lives there and goes to that parade. I'm sure you saw her on Saturday. She was raving about that parade on Thursday, 2 days before. Her 11 grandchildren, her daughter, everybody in town for that great parade. So I knew it was going to be a great parade, and I'm glad, John, that you guys had the chance to enjoy it. Now, we had a great weekend upstate New York. The weather played a little bit of an issue on Saturday night. We got some rain, but were you guys spared in the Hamptons?
Well, I'll give you the good news and the bad news.
Yeah.
1 hour into the parade, it was so hot. I thought we were going to die. And we were sitting down at 75 Main Street, and we had seats, and we had watermelon to keep us cool. But an hour into the parade, an hour and a half into the parade, I called my driver, Arnold, Margot. I said, we're getting out of here. And we went into our air-conditioned car, and I thought we saved our lives.
Got that bad. I know. It was brutally hot. It was so bad. What'd you think of President Trump's speech late Saturday night?
Well, fight. He refused to do it. His people wanted him to do it on Sunday morning, and he says, no, this is the 4th of July. I'm going to do it now. And, he did a great job. I mean, he just, look, he knows what America is all about. And last night on his Truth Social, he was putting out everything about his family. And I guess he was having good memories about his forefathers who came to America. And I was thinking the same thing about my forefathers who came to America. But Saturday, you asked about Saturday night? What a mess. I was back in New York City on Saturday night.
Oh, you were?
Back to New York.
Oh, you did? You came back here? Yeah.
Yes. And by the way, Julie Menem is going to be our speaker next Saturday morning. And I guess we'll find out how our city, who's going to stand up for our city, Julie Menem or Jessica Tisch. And our city has to have law and order, and has to have people have to trust or that our city will do the right thing by them.
Well, look, Jessica Tisch, I will speak on her behalf. I don't think she was thrilled, but she wasn't all that upset that the 600 cops didn't end up on this last budget. I heard from a pretty good source that Julie Menem was upset. So Julie is about law and order. And that brings me to the mayor. I asked you, John Catsimatidis, about Trump's speech on Saturday night, and you said it was great, and I agree. But look at the contrast, John, between Trump's speech, fireworks, American flags, America's great, 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 and the mayor's speech sitting behind George Washington's desk. You want to talk about a complete slap in the face. The former president must be rolling over in his grave. He actually put the desk backwards. He had 9 people standing around him holding flags that looked absolutely miserable. And instead of celebrating the country that's given this guy the chance to be mayor, all he did was tell us what we're doing wrong. How about contrasting the speeches on Saturday between Trump and Mamdani?
Well, talking to all American people, I think Mamdani represents a group that was to have the revolution of, 2026.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not going to happen. But he is speaking to his crowd. He's trying to make them happy. The old Greeks, the old Italians have have an expression. He's playing the violin to his people.
Yes, he is. And I'll tell you something. The only part of President Trump's speech I didn't like, because I love the speech. But you know me, John. I'm honest, okay? So the only part of his speech I didn't like, I'm going to play it for you now. It's only 42 seconds. It speaks directly to Mamdani and all these communists and DSA people that are winning. They're winning all these elections. This is President Trump, Lewis, cut number 4.
America will never be a communist country. Won't happen. Communism is a loser, and it always will be. The communist system is the opposite of the American system, and the communist system has never worked. Our warriors did not fight communism on battlefields across the world, only to have that menace rear its ugly head right back here in America. We're not going to let it happen. We like to stop a threat like that immediately and before it begins. It's like a cancer. You got to cut it out. You got to cut it out fast.
All right, Mr. President, I love you. What is he talking about? They're already winning. The mayor of New York City is a communist. They won about 10 elections last week. So I love President Trump, John, and I know you love him too. You're close with him. But what the hell is he talking about? We got to stop it where it starts. They're already winning.
He's talking about fight, fight, fight. He's talking about possible revolution. He's talking about that some of these people that are coming into the United States, and I'm not going to say anybody specific, that it started with President Obama in 2008. They tried to change the country. I mean, I still won't forget that President Obama, how did he become a social person in Chicago to becoming president of the United States in about 5 years?
Yeah.
Somebody paid for it. And don't forget the fact that he went over to Saudi Arabia when he became president and kissed the ring.
Oh, he definitely did that. No, he did that. There's no question. Yes.
So revolution, they're trying to start. Somebody is trying to start the revolution of 2026. We did 250 years. If Harris would have gotten elected after Biden, we would not have made the 300th year.
Agreed.
I really, really believe between the Chinese intelligence, between Russia, between Iran, between China, I believe America is under attack. And any American citizen that doesn't understand that is, how do you say it, a doomcuff, right?